Good morning. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Won't you be my viewer? How about a subscriber? Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to my channel. All right, so listen, I got my GoPro here. And I was trying to hook it up because I watch the Bearded Picker on Tuesday and Thursdays, which is now changing to just Wednesday. And he has Scott or Steve on his channel who uses his GoPro as his web camera. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. So 8:30 came and I said, oh, I got to hit my live button and I'm not set up yet. So I'm kind of fooling around with this. What I think I'll do is when I get done packaging my orders and all that, I'll say goodbye to y'all. Whoever wants to go can go. And then whoever wants to hang out and watch me test this out can do it. Hey, it is not a new, it's not a new camera that's working right now. I got my GoPro. We bought it, I guess, a year ago. And I wanted to try it, but I didn't have time this morning to set it up beforehand. And all last week, every time I went live, I was like, oh, that's right. When I would go to grab a envelope and the camera was sitting right there. And so this morning I said, oh, I have a few more minutes before I go live. I'll see if I can get it set up. And it's like taking forever just to screw this thing onto the base. But okay, I'm going to put it aside and I'll come back to it. So y'all who are here just to see what I sold don't have to watch me fiddle with the camera. But before I hang up, hopefully I will remember to see if I can get that to work, because it is nice to test it when I'm live rather than doing it when I'm not live. All right, let's see. What do I got to do? Let's move my case. I don't think there's anything I need in here. I don't think so. Put that over there. So, hey, good morning. Good morning, Holly. I hope you had a great weekend, had a nice Easter. I'll give a few seconds for a few people to roll in before I start packing. Good morning, Anissa. Wow, you're up at 8:30. How did cooking go yesterday? Obviously, you survived. Now, hopefully your house didn't burn down. We ended up inviting my cousin and his wife over to eat with us, and my mom had come over. So we ended up doing a craft day, my mom and I. And so I had breakfast with my cousin on Saturday. So I've lived here for 3 years, and I have family around here, but they're my cousins, but they're ones I just didn't see that often because we lived so far from them that it wasn't anyone I saw that often. And again, I'm such an introvert. Like, for me to reach out and say, hey, you want to get together? Like, that's just so, I don't know, it's just out of my comfort zone. And I went to breakfast with them maybe like a month ago, but I didn't get a chance to talk to my cousin because he sat at the other end of the table. So I said, hey, let's go to breakfast if you're available on Saturday morning. And they said yes. So then I said to my husband after we left, I'm like, you want to invite them over because they're not doing anything for Easter? And he says, yeah, it'd be great. I'd love to keep talking with your cousin because they have so much in common. They found out yesterday that they were at, I think, basic training at the same time. They were both at Lackland Air Force Base. Maybe that's not basic training. Maybe it's tech school or something. I don't know. They were somewhere in the military at the same time. And that was really, really interesting. So yeah, it was nice. Had a really nice day. Did some craft projects. Did I finish anything? I didn't really do anything because I had to prepare a meal. So I did paint these little vases and put some buds in it. I bought a trinket tray, those tiered trays that are really popular right now. I got one of those at Walmart. And so I've been trying to find things that I could make to put on it. And I put one on it. It looked really good yesterday. I like it. Can you guys hear me okay? I just noticed my microphone is kind of pushed back. But when I put it too close to me, it kind of gets like robot-y. Good morning, Laura. Hello. All right, so let's get, I didn't have very many orders today, but let's get packaging. Some of these I do, as I package them, I do need to take them down from other platforms because I do have things listed elsewhere. Last night I checked and I'm like, oh, no orders for Amazon FBM. Like, that's just weird. But I am kind of trying slowly to get my way out of FBM. And then this morning I woke up and I did have an order. Hey, good morning, Claudia. I know. It's already 2:34 over there. I know. In the afternoon. Was it? I think it was Saturday. I looked at the clock. It was 3 in the afternoon. And I said, where did the day go? Like, it was amazing how fast Saturday went. After having breakfast with my cousins, we went to Lowe's to look at, we need a new grill. The bottom of our grill underneath the grates, it's only a 3-year-old grill and it has already completely rusted out. Our grill is 100% undercover all the time, the way it is. We have like a outdoor bar, like a tiki bar, but it's not tiki, but it's like kind of like that. It's all wood and it's completely covered all the time. But just from the grease and stuff, it literally it's crazy. It rotted it out. So my husband's like, let's just buy a new one. I think we should just buy a sheet of metal and make a new bottom, but he wants to get in a whole new grill. You just ate lunch. What did you have for lunch? Something good? I was thinking today I might go to Five Guys, which would require me to change my pants because my mother gave me a pair of pants and I decided to put them on today. They're like lounge pants and they are, let me show you the design on them. Okay, ready? Wait for you to see this. Like, look at my shirt, right? Black and white, but look at this. Okay, hold on. Look at the design. It is not something I would go in public with, but I was thinking this morning, I'm like, man, I could go for a Five Guys burger. We went to Lowe's on Saturday to look at new grill too. Oh, did you? I think we're going to go with a Weber Spirit, maybe something like that. I don't know. It has that iGrill feature and we were thinking that would be really good to be able to do that. So I think we're going to do that. What else did I get there? Oh, some play sand because I'm making some butterfly puddlers, which I was going to do yesterday and ended up not getting time to. But I want to make one of those. And my husband's like, you don't need 50 pounds. I'm like, no, I just need like maybe even just a pound. And he goes, he's like, I can't believe you're going to buy 50 pounds. I'm like, it's $5. $5. Big deal. I don't care if I throw the rest of the sand out. $5 is nothing. Oh, you want a natural gas one? Oh, we don't have natural gas here. Just propane. In Vermont, we could have because we had natural gas for our heat, but not here. All right, so Amazon, I sold, which I can't show you because it's packaged up, but this is a decal I got from the Dollar Tree. This is a do not buy item. I picked it up 2 years ago, sent them into FBA so you can see. The feedback on these was that they were arriving damaged and everything else. So I ordered boxes. This was my first time ordering 6x4x4 boxes. I ordered boxes and I put them all in a box. Cost me more money. So my cost of goods was higher than everybody else. The prices tanked so much on them because I didn't just pay $1.08. I paid like $1.58 because I didn't buy a large amount of these boxes because I didn't know at the time that I was going to need them as much as I know now. Now I order a larger quantity. But so my cost of goods were really high on these compared to everybody else. And the price went down. I mean, I only sold this for $5.99. So at this point, I'm literally just breaking even. Which, oh well. So yeah, they're just Captain Marvel decals. They were just a very slow mover. I pulled them all back from Amazon. Which again, another expense, right? Because now I have the pullback expense, which was like, I don't know, probably another 30, 50 cents. And I just threw them up on eBay. They're slowly moving out. Slowly. Hey, good morning, Carlene. Oh, comfy clothes. They are so comfortable. I put them on and I'm like, I feel like you really have nothing on. They're so comfortable. Actually, they're more comfortable than wearing nothing because I like to have at least one layer of something over me. I don't even like sleeping. I can't just sleep without at least a sheet on top of me. Okay, let's get this baby mailed out. It's nice because it's already boxed. How come I didn't remember? Amazon has not been remembering my weight lately. That's really weird. I used to always remember if I've sold something similar. Or not similar, but the exact same thing. All right, $3.22 for shipping. Of course, I must be going to Oklahoma. So I just packaged something today. Oh, it only weighed an ounce, and it was $3.03. Must be it was closer. So this is nice. I don't even have to do anything but just slap on a label and send it. I like those. That's nice and easy. Okay, so that's it for Amazon. That was it. Very simple. My sales, I was looking at my chart the other day. I'm like 60% lower than last year. I'm like, wow, my sales are so low. Let's jump over to, I forgot to pull the Etsy items. All right, we can't do Etsy right now. I forgot to pull them. Oh, and here I was like, oh, I got 5 minutes extra. I'll play with my GoPro. Oh, I didn't even do them all. I see I got some new feedback. I'm sorry, I'm going to like scroll here for a minute because every time I see my feedback number change, I like to at least check it to see what somebody said. Came great, came quick. Love this shirt. Thank you. Love this little fluffy baby bird. Perfect for my nature-inspired decor. Oh, I love that bird I sold. I packaged it here with you guys. So this is funny. Remember I sold last week the boxes of Sure Gel fruit pectin? All right, so that's for canning, making like jam and jelly. Somebody wrote, their feedback said, I love the pictures. Pictures? There's no pictures. All right, somebody left the wrong feedback on the wrong item. At least it wasn't a negative, right? The wrong negative. I had that happen to me on Etsy. Thankfully, Etsy, it took them about a week or so to remove it, but they finally removed it. All right, so I sold my last Adidas hat. So who would think like it's April and I would be selling winter hats, but they're still selling. So this was a hat I picked up at TJ Maxx, which I'm so disappointed because in one of the Facebook groups I'm in, the person had posted, who runs the group, Jess Hill. She's a pretty big in like the Facebook reselling Amazon world, or at least I think so. But she actually has, like, she helps people when they get suspended and stuff like that. And she posted in her group saying, do not source at TJ Maxx and Marshalls and all of those places that don't have itemized receipts anymore. So if you, I don't know if I have an item, like a receipt from TJ Maxx, but for Amazon, their receipt will show the TJ Maxx code. So like the number that's down here on their receipt or their price tag is what prints on their receipt. So it doesn't print this UPC from Adidas. Well, when you get an IP claim or counterfeit or something like that, you have no way of proving that it's a legit, you sourced it from a legit place. And Amazon is really, really big on chain of custody. Well, what happened is that you used to be able to, I would take a picture of this tag, the Adidas tag, I put this next to it, and I take a picture of both of these, and then I would have my receipt that I could match it up to show them that, okay, this is where I got it. This is the item I got from TJ Maxx. That is not working now. It used to be okay with Amazon. They are now no longer accepting that as proof of chain of custody of your item. So they are, so she's now advising people, do not source at those places. If you get a counterfeit claim, they can and will shut your account down. I should say will and can or whatever. So people have gotten their accounts shut down because of counterfeit. Some people, they're able to still get away with it, with letters and stuff. But I don't know now. So it's kind of a bummer. So I would say my opinion is I will probably still source at TJ Maxx for Amazon, but I will be very picky on what I pick up. I will probably not be doing things like Adidas and Nike and stuff like that anymore, because those are brands that somebody who buys it will say, oh, this is counterfeit. Where some of the other brands, they don't do it as much with, but I would only do like the medium-sized brands, not the small. Like there's some small mom and pop type. I call them mom and pop. I don't know, just because they're not big brand names, right? So they're in the health and beauty section. You'll have like my bottle lotion, which is getting very low here. This JR Watkins, right? I'm gated in Watkins, but Watkins is a big brand to me. So I would probably stay away from the big brand. Now, if this said JR Snuffleupagus, right? Then I would be like, okay, that's probably a small brand because it's one that that it's not very big, but somehow they got into TJ Maxx. But if it was, I don't know, what do I have? Like this is probably, I would consider this a medium-sized brand, Dead Sea Collection. So something like this, I would be tempted to pick up at TJ Maxx because to me, it just seems like it's a more lower risk. So I think you just need to depend on what your risk level is and whether or not you're willing to jump in and take that chance. But it's all up to you and your business and how you want to see fit. There are some toy manufacturers that I think you're fine with buying toys with. There's other ones that you might want to just, be careful with. So I just think you just got to judge your past history with IP claims that you've gotten or counterfeits or whatever. So that was kind of a bummer, but it was nice to at least get that heads up that is happening. Okay, let me grab an envelope here. This was this was not Amazon. This was eBay. That's right. We only had that one Amazon. So this I sold on eBay. So yeah, I'm kind of bummed about that because I don't have a lot of places to source around here, and TJ Maxx was one of them. Although I haven't really been doing much sourcing lately, it is nice to know that if I wanted to go back and start doing that, I could. But now maybe not. I don't think I find really, for me, that's where I find the Adidases and the Nikes and all those brands that took a while to get ungated in. Either took a while or took money because I had to pay to get an invoice to get ungated in Nike. But I didn't pay that much. I bought socks. So those types of things, I probably won't even be sourcing much anymore because I don't go anywhere that really carries that type of products for me. I was watching a YouTube this morning about wholesale. And so I was like, do I want to get back into that? And I don't know. The profit margins are so small on wholesale. But you can sell a lot more if you pick the right products. I didn't pick the right products when I did wholesale last time. I don't like how buyers can write you a book in the feedback now. They can leave 500 characters. Yeah, on eBay. Good morning, Fishing and Picking. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, I think it depends, right? I mean, obviously, if it's a positive review, that's not so bad. If it's negative, as long as they're telling the truth of why they're leaving the negative, sometimes they can, isn't there a saying like chew off their own face to spite their foot or some weird saying like that? Like maybe somebody reading their feedback can be like, oh yeah, that's just a crazy person if they can leave more feedback that shows how crazy they are. So that's kind of good. But I'm hoping that it gives you the ability to write 500 characters too, because I have found when I've had to reply to a negative because eBay wouldn't remove it. So I felt like sometimes I need to reply to it. And as long as you stay professional, sometimes it's really hard to explain what really happened in your reply in the short characters they gave you. So we'll see. Claudia says, I have the impression that sports brands are more prone to those fake counterfeit. Yeah, I think so. I really think so. Because I think the thing is it depends on the price point. Like if somebody's going to be spending $60 for a polo shirt, they're more apt to be like, oh, this doesn't feel like I thought it would feel, and I just spent $60. I'm going to say that's counterfeit so I can return it or something like that. So they're just crazy. Oh, Laura's going to ASD in Florida. Oh, I'm so jealous. I would have liked to have gone. I didn't even realize it before I realized it was time. But I probably, if I knew and planned ahead, I may have been able to go this week. I don't really have anything else going on except tomorrow's my husband's birthday. And I could have surprised him with a trip to Florida. He probably would have been okay with that. Okay, back to shipping. So I do have a couple best offers. I don't remember if I ran a sale this weekend. I know on Friday I was telling you guys to run a sale. I feel like I ran one. You know what I did? I think I set up a sale for my old items. And I was going to wait a little bit to make sure that kicked in before I set up an all inventory. I don't think I ever went back and set up my all inventory sale. Because my sale, I'm like, my numbers were really low this weekend for the amount of items I normally sell in a weekend. So I took a best offer of $18. It is going right here in New York. So that was one reason why I actually accepted this offer. So 18, I paid only $1 for this. And it's a Currier and Ives trivet set. They're really nice. I got this at the local, like, a indoor thrift store place. Oh, my mother-in-law just sent me a text. My son just stopped by and she says he looks good. He just got a haircut. Oh, good. I haven't seen my son in... Oh, I guess I saw him just before Christmas. We dropped some presents off. I had to stay on his porch. I couldn't go in his house because of COVID. He was keeping me at a very far distance. I couldn't go in the house, dropped off the gifts and left. So I got to see him for, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, let's see, do this. Oh, somebody wanted to know what ASD is. Yeah, ASD is a wholesale trade show that they usually have it in August, right, in Las Vegas. And they're going on a road show this time around. I think they usually have it in March also in Vegas. I think it's twice a year. But it's a ton of wholesale. They even have classes that you can attend on private label and stuff like that. I don't know how it's going to be set up now with the pandemic. I'm going to see if these weigh over a pound before I even box it. Yeah, they do. Okay, so I'm going to put these in my 7x7x6 box, which I got to grab. I had a box already made. Yeah, I've always wanted to go. I've gone to a couple wholesale shows, but never have gone to ASD. I was planning on going last summer. That was my plan in January. I said, all right, I'm going. I have airline miles I need to use. But, life happened, right? Things happen. And I didn't get a chance to go. I don't even think they had it last year. I think they may have canceled it. But it's good. I did a video on finding wholesale suppliers. Check out my channel. It has a lot to do with ASD. Even if you don't go, there's a way you can still get information and build your wholesale list. But I'm not going to tell you about it because I want you to go watch my video. All right. I think I might cut this box down. Or, let's see. Oh, I do have bubbles. I do have, like, air pockets. Yeah. Because I don't think cutting this box down isn't going to make a difference in the cubic because it's already a pretty small box. I keep forgetting to use my eBay tape. 1 pound, 6 ounces exactly. I don't even have to round upward up. I have a little fantasy to attend one of those trade shows in China. They are gigantic. They can make any product for you. Oh, I know. If you're doing private label, yeah, there's some people I follow that go to those. And then I listen on Clubhouse to some Amazon rooms, and there's people who talk about going out to China. Some people go and spend like a month in China, meeting with people and all that. Like, you've got to be seriously into that whole private label thing to do that. All right, why are you not letting me change that? Here we go. 776. Oh, see, I thought this was going to be 15 ounces. 1/6. Lazy man listing. I didn't even pay attention to how much it really weighed. Oh, I could have put it in a flat rate padded. Let's see, a flat rate envelope. No, I'm not going to do that. Priority meals. Oh, it's only $7.73. Yeah, because it's going to Staten Island. Not bad. $1 into it. Sold it for $18. Paid $7.73 for shipping because I do have free shipping on it. So we're at, let's say, like $9, then some fees. Still making probably $6 on it. Oh, come here, baggie. I got my IKEA bag out so I can put stuff in the bag right away. Okay, next. I sold this. I took another best offer. I love that when you get best offers, which I really want to post in. So I belong to a Facebook group where there's like eBay execs and stuff like that. If anybody would like an invite to that group, they've just decided to open it. They are extremely picky. So if you are a regular on this channel and you would like to be a member of that, let me know, because I would vouch for you and you could get in. But in that group, oh yeah, so there's always negatives. I'm like, why was I mentioning the group? Why did it come to my mind? So because there's eBay execs in there, so there's always people complaining. And I'm like, all right, I want to try and pull out more positives that I like about eBay. So every time something that I really like, a feature I really like, I want to mention it to them. So as I was pulling these today, I was thinking about how I took best offers on some items this weekend and how nice it is on the screen for me to be able to see how long an item is listed. Because the longer it's listed, the more apt I'm going to accept a best offer that maybe I would not accept if I had just listed it. And I also like that you get to see where you're shipping it to. So people like me who offer free shipping, that can make or break sometimes where it's going to go. If it's going to be here in New York versus if I was shipping it to Guam, then I might be, a little bit different on how I'm going to approach my negotiations. So I want to let them know. But if you'd like an invite to that group, maybe not an invite, but I'd just like send you the link and you can join, but use my name. Only if you're a regular on here will I even do it, right? If you're not a regular and I don't really know you, I'm not going to recommend you because I don't know you. But if you are on here and you're an eBay seller, let me know and I will be happy to let you join that group. It's nice because there's a lot of really good, top level type of conversations. It's not just how do you list an item. It's more experienced sellers are on there. There's people who just start out, and there's people like me who are kind of in the middle, but it is kind of nice to know that at times it can get, it's just nice to have the ears sometimes to know that there are people in eBay that are reading the messages. So it's just nice to know that they're there if you want that. Some people don't want that. Some people are like, I don't want to be in a group where there's eBay execs. I want to bitch and not have them feel like they know who I am. So okay, I sold this book. Let me look and see what I sold it for. So I took a best offer of $8. Right, it's gonna go medium mail. I have nothing into it. It was free, and it's a really, really nice book. Like the pictures are just like nice and vivid. I'm really surprised. And look, it's a thicker book. It's a nice book. I was surprised that it actually lasted as long as it did. Let me see what I was originally asking. I don't think it was that big. I was only asking $9.99. So $8, no big deal. All right. But this one, I took the 8 and because I was like, well, I could do like $8.99, And I said, nah, I'm not gonna. But it had been listed for, I think it was like 300 days. So it's almost hitting up onto a year. What could I use? It's kind of big. I don't know if it's going to fit in one of these. I'd like to bubble it because I don't know if it would get damaged. Probably would get damaged. Oh yeah, there's enough room for me to put some bubble around it. I prefer to put in a bubble mailer. Well, my bubble mailers aren't big enough. Thanks for offering. I'm rarely on Facebook. Oh, that's no problem. I know that, and this is in that group. Who's on here, by the way? Okay, but I saw people popped in. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Spicy. And good morning, Drummer. Drummer says, do you do promoted? I do promoted. You know what? I think I may not be promoted at all right now. I think it's another thing I ended. And they say sometimes when you end a promoted listings to give it like at least a half hour or so before you start another promoted. So I ended it. I don't know if I ever restarted it. I don't know. I'll have to look if I did or not. I was thinking the other day, I'm like, do I want to keep doing promoted? I wanted to do a test, which I think I'm going to do a separate video on it. Something Tommy Bernard did one time on his channel. He, on his live, he pulled up eBay and they did a search for things and they were just looking at the search results. How many were promoted? How many were new listings? How many were older listings? How many had free shipping? Like all these different things to kind of see how your placement gets. And I think he even found like auctions were coming up even higher than just older listings. And now that being a premium store member, I have 50,000 listings a month that I could end things and relist them more often and not get charged any fees now. So I'm thinking of doing a video kind of analyzing that. Kind of like what he did. Wow, this is almost a 2-pound book. $114. I hope they like it. This was a nice book. $3.45. And you are going media mail. That'd cost. It's going to California. I didn't have my coffee this morning. Okay, there goes that one. Oh yeah, I like having my bag right there. It makes it so much easier. Next, I'm going to keep that one for last. Oh, we'll do this one next. I sold both of these. I was so excited. Anybody that's been around, you saw that I have sold some of these in the past. So these are some notebooks, 5-star notebooks. They're like a bigger notebook. They're bigger than your normal like school notebook. But look at the paper is like dot grid on it. It's like little dots instead of stripes. So I sold 2 of these to the same customer. They sold me out, which I do need to go and take these down from Etsy because I had them cross-posted. And I paid 50 cents for them. And I sold, so I got a dollar in. Sold it for $29.76. Not too shabby. I hope nobody like watches ever finds my channel and they're like, I can't believe I paid $29 and you've only paid $1. But they were at Walmart. Actually, I think they're still at Walmart. For some reason, one store had them on clearance. I've never seen them on clearance anywhere else. And I kind of kick myself for not buying all of them. So I think I probably only picked up like 5 or 6 of them. I've now sold out. I wish I would have picked them all up. You know what? These are going to be heavy. These are going to be heavy. Let me, before I put this, I'm not going to use my envelope because I think it's going to go priority. And I don't think it's going to fit. Oh yeah, it's 2 pounds, 1 ounce. Let's see. Where are you going? North Carolina. North Carolina. Let me put in 2, 1. I might do pirate ship because I'm going to probably ship it in a bag. Oh, it comes up media mail. I don't even think I listed it as media mail. It's not media mail. $8.46 if I do regular priority. No, I only got $1 into it. Let me open up pirate ship. Pirate ship, where are you hiding? That's weird. Yeah, I'm not going to use my envelope. I'm going to use an envelope from the post office. I'm going to use a post office envelope. Do you use a listing service for listings on other platforms? So Lisa, I use Vendoo. It's not really a listing service. It's a cross-posting service. And you know, you still have to do some work, but it does save time. I don't use it in the full aspects of all the features they have. Like you can list on Vendoo and then have it send it out to all the different platforms. I don't do that because, again, there's still so much work you have to do. For instance, if I have 6 of these and I'm posting through Vendoo, there's no place for me to say I have 6 of them. I still have to go back onto like Etsy or eBay or whatever and change the quantity to 6. So there's still some flaws or areas I don't like about it. I thought for some reason I was at a higher level bracket with Vendu, and I thought I was paying $100 a month for some reason. I don't know why. And I was like, all right, I'm going to cancel. And I went on to cancel and I realized I was only paying like $25. So I said, all right, for $25, I think it's still worth having it because it transfers over so much detail that I only have to tweak just small parts of it, not like redo everything. So for me, it is still worth the $25 to save that time. Now, I was using a program called CrossList, which I really liked. I don't know if they fixed all the issues I was having. If they did, I would probably think about going back to it because it's only $10 a month. They're all Chrome extensions, so you have to be using... Well, actually, Vendu is not Chrome. Vendu is a website, but CrossList is a Chrome extension. All right, so I'm going to do this one in a bag because I'm hoping it will save me some moolah. And I did resize the bag, so let's see. It's 12 inches now instead of, I think it was 15. I think I covered up the dimensions. Oh, no, I didn't. So it was 15, so now it's like 12 by 12. Let's see how much it is through here. So it's going to Nora and Clayton. All right, Nora, here you are. Nora and Clayton. And I'm shipping a bag, which sometimes shipping in an envelope is cheaper than shipping a box. Not always. This was 2 pounds, wasn't it? I thought I could just look up what I put on eBay just now. Wasn't that? Oh, yeah, 2, not 2.1. Came up as heavier. 871, and on eBay it was going to be 846. Ta-da! eBay winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Back to eBay. 846. Cancel and delete that label because I'm going to go to eBay and purchase. These would definitely not fit in a flat rate. They're too wide, like 12 inches wide. I was thinking about doing a video on Vendu this week, actually. It's on my planner. I did my planner yesterday. It's on my planner for me to do. But then after I put that on there, I was like, I don't know, do I really have enough experience? I've been using it for 2 months, but I don't use all the features. But I thought maybe I would at least show what I have used. And you can see that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I decide to do. Good morning. How many sales did you have over Easter weekend? Not many at all. I think I have, I think I had 7 or 8 on eBay, 4 on Etsy, 1 in my other Etsy shop, only 1 FBM. But I'm not surprised with FBM, right? Because I don't really have much on FBM right now. But I don't even think like overall on Amazon. Let me see how many Amazon orders I had where Amazon shipped. I don't think I had very many. The last 3 days. Let's say just last 3 days. I only sold 11 items. One thing I didn't show you guys, which I should have, was I went to Walgreens and they had Good Night's bedtime bedwetting underwear for boys. So they had those Good Night's diaper things, pull-ups, down to $1.50. Actually, they were less than $1.50. With tax and stuff, it brought it up to $1.50. And I bought, I think they had 3 of them. And maybe I did tell you guys. I bought the 3 of them, and the manager was standing behind the cashier, and she goes, "Do you need any more of those?" And I said, "Do you have more?" She goes, "Yeah, we have some boxes in the back. There wasn't room for me to put them all out." And I said, "Yeah, I took everything you had on the shelf." I said, "I'd love some more." She goes, "Well, how many?" I'm like, "How many do you have?" I said, "I'll take everything you have." And I was like, my sister is going to be so excited. I was like making up this story about my sister and my nephew who still needs to wear them at night and everything else. So she came out. I think I ended up with 5 cases of them. And there's 4 in a case. Yeah, so I had 20. I sent in 20 plus the 3, so 23 of them. Yeah, I sold some this weekend. 1, 2, 3. I sold 3 of them. Let me see what they're selling for. So I sold mine for $21.99. Let's see what the buy. So the buy box is at. Oh, I have the buy box. Yeah, the next seller is at $26.99. Oh, let me see. The next seller looks like they are. So my repricer must have dropped the price because it looks like they were at 25. Somebody else must be down at this 21 for it to drop down. Oh, there's some FBM that is at 20 something. 26 and 17. What's that? 23? Somehow I'm at 21. I don't know. I changed my repricer so it now competes with FBM too, because I have noticed that fulfillment by merchant, people like us mailing stuff, is getting the buy box more and more. And it used to be that it wasn't happening, so my repricer would just compete with FBA sellers. Now I have it compete with both. Since my listings jumped from 350 to 1,000, I have been listing like a fiend. I know I was talking in one of my Discord groups about whether or not I should downgrade my store because I'm at a premium store and I could go to the other store, and I think you get, is it 10,000 listings? Maybe it's 1,000. I don't know. I decided I probably would just I'll probably just stay at the premium store. I just renewed in February. For some reason, I thought it was April. So I was like, perfect timing, but it was actually in February. So I'd still pay a penalty, but it wouldn't be a very much one for the amount of savings I would have. I'm at like 1,800 listings right now. I bought grown-up diapers and I've had them for over a year. Really? Oh, to resell. Oh, they're not for you? Have you listed them though? Like, have you sent them in or listed them or something? Because they're not going to sell if they're not listed. I would say that yeah, get them in because they sell well. I've sold them on eBay also. I'll pick them up if I see them at a really good price. I'll pick them up. Even at garage sales, I've picked them up and put them on eBay. For my father wore them before he passed in the nursing home, and they're expensive. And my grandmother had them before she passed, and they're expensive. So anytime somebody can get them at a reduced price. I remember going to a garage sale and they had some that would fit my grandmother. And this was before I was like really big into like eBay, and I wasn't doing Amazon yet. And I was at them and I was asking the lady because they weren't priced. I said, how much are these? And I said, my grandmother's in the nursing home and they're so expensive. When you're in a nursing home and you have very limited income, so you're now on Medicaid, I think that's what's called, when you're on Medicaid, and Medicaid is paying for your nursing home, they take all of your money that you get in whatever you have, Social Security, pensions, whatever. They claim your assets, all that kind of stuff. They leave you with $50 a month. So for $50, you got to use that to get your hair cut. If you want any food or anything outside of what they provide you, if you want, your own lotion, and if you need new clothes, if you want to wear better diapers, because they give you like reusable diapers, like you would wash and then put back on somebody else, and you could have been the person down the hallway wore them last night and you're wearing them today. So you have to buy that stuff yourself. $50 is all you get. So at the garage sale, I was mentioning that, yeah, my grandmother needs them and they're expensive. And so we've been paying for them out of our own pocket to give to her. And they gave me the diapers. I'm an emotional person. I literally started like tearing up. I'm like, I gotta go. I want to just take these and run, because I was starting to cry at the garage sale because there was a lot of them. I mean, the amount of money it was saving us for somebody to give them to us was really, really nice. Okay, so let me go back. Where's my ship order? Come on, get back there. Y'all are going to have to wait while I grab my Etsy stuff because I forgot to pull it. I think I only have 4 or 5 items. And thankfully, everything's like right here. So I sold, speaking of Etsy stuff, because it's all Happy Planner stuff, I sold I sold these Happy Planner. They're like paper inserts that you can put into your planner to be able to take notes on. They say follow your heart at the top. They're really cute. Let's see. So I sold 2 of them to the same person for $21.76. I don't know what I paid for them because this was that one trip. I listed everything. I didn't have my receipt with me. And I said, oh, I got to go back and put in my cost of goods. I never did. I got to do it. I got to find that receipt and do it. I'm sure the receipt's just in my bag now. It's just a matter of remembering to pull it out and taking that time to do it. Let me just glance and make sure I don't have any price tags on these. Okay, there isn't any. There's no price tags. Wasn't sure. Didn't know. I trusted myself because I don't always remember to pull the tags off. Okay. So there's been some talk recently in my Discord group about what should you start selling when you're starting out on Amazon. And a lot of people say you should start out selling books. I think we talked about this last week a little bit. I heard somebody say this morning with Amazon Lit, I think is the name of the channel. And he was doing like a Q&A, and somebody had said, hey, should I start out selling books, CDs, DVDs, and games? And, well, you can't sell CDs and DVDs. You'll be gated in that when you start off with Amazon. It's very hard to get ungated. You're never auto-ungated. You have to have an invoice, and to get ungated is expensive. So he was saying how, yeah, books are good, but don't forget what your end game is. Books, it's very, very difficult to make large sums of money without a ton of work just selling books. So start off with books just to kind of learn the system, but at some point you're going to want to go on to other stuff obviously think wholesale is not that labor intensive because you're just sitting at a computer finding wholesale places. If you have a prep center, you're just having everything sent there and prepped, and you're not really touching the product at all. So depending on what your end game is, then you want to graduate from those books at some point. There are some really big book sellers, but man, you got to have employees because you're getting gaylords, big, huge amounts of books, and you got to go through them. You might get 2,000 books and you might find 50 that you're going to send in or sell because all the other ones are just garbage. They're not worth it. So it's a lot of work. Okay, so I can't show you because I already boxed it up. I think I may have either sold this at one time. No, I didn't. Or maybe I sold it and then they never paid. I think it might have been what happened. But somehow I got it all boxed up. And it's all taped and everything. So if I would have boxed it just to see how much it weighed, I wouldn't have taped it. I would have just had it like one end opened. Well, anyway, so it's all boxed up. It's a whole lot of My Little Ponies. So there's a board game in here. I think there's a DVD. There's a bunch of dolls. There's a bunch of, what are they called? The dolls? Equestria dolls. There's 14 ponies. Oh, a towel? I don't even know what that's about. What's a towel? Oh, I know what it is, a towel. You know those like washcloth towels? They're like tiny, like shrunken, and when you get them wet, they like expand. I think that's what it is. But it's already in here, and it already says 4 pounds, 9 ounces. Let's see if it still is 4.9. It is 4.82. I sold it for $59.77, and that was not a best offer. They just straight out bought it, which is so weird. This thing's been listed for a while. Let me tell you how long it's been listed. I've had a ton of offers. I've had a lot of, obviously I accepted an offer in the past. I'm pretty sure I did, and they just never paid. I've also had people say, will you just sell me this one thing? I'm like, no. No, because then I have to pull everything out and retake pictures. So, it's only been listed since November 2019. Okay, I don't think that, well, that might be correct. It's a little over a year. I don't know. I may have ended and relisted. Or maybe when that person didn't pay and I had to relist it, it put a different date because I feel like it's been listed longer than that. All right, so 4, 9, 4, 9. I might try pirate ship with this because it's going all the way to Oregon. Why is it these expensive things always go way to the West Coast? Size box is this one. It's really heavy. It feels really heavy when you grab it with one hand. All right, the 15, 12, 3 box. So 15, 13, 3. I know I said 12, but it's like 15 point something, 12 point something, and 3. So I just always just round up 1. So the overall dimensions are $21. What? Word to your mother. I think I'm going to be reboxing this and putting it in UPS. I think it's going to go UPS. You are coming out of that box, baby. UPS is only $15. $21. Let's try pirate ship. Let's see if it's worth reboxing. Good morning, Sherry. Is that going to Christopher? Yes, Christopher and Williams. Okay. I bet you it's probably not going to be that big of a savings. 15, 13, 3, 4, 9. Rates. $21. That's a lot. Oh, it's only $17 through pirate ship. All right, so I'm going to do that. It is like $1.40 more than UPS, but I don't have to rebox it. I don't have to drive to UPS. It's already in my one stop of post office. Yes, please. Thank you. I'm going to do that. So what did I say I sold this for? I mean, it was a good profit. So these are all things I picked up at a garage sales, like, a quarter. In the quarter box, if I see a My Little Pony doll or something and you're like, oh yeah, I'll take that. Or when you're at the thrift store and they have a bag and the bag has like 4 or 5 My Little Ponies in it, I would buy those bags. So my cost of goods is pretty low overall on these. I don't have a cost of goods in my box, my SKU though. So I don't know. I'll guess. I'll do a guesstimate on what it was when it comes to cost of goods time. All right, back to orders. Pirate ship. Oh, I didn't mean to close you. Oops. Oh, I gotta open that back up. I closed it. Oh, that was my last eBay order. All right, let's go to Etsy is next. And then for anybody who was around on Friday, word to your mother. Hey, Anissa, you may have been late and didn't hear me singing this morning. You're going to have to rewatch the first minute of the show. I sang a little song for you. So Etsy. I think I may have some international in here. Maybe. Let's see. I got to rip this. I got to rip my thing is getting long. Getting in my way. Let me see. Virginia, Indiana, Illinois. No international, which surprises me because somebody spent $109. Most of the time, my big dollar items are because somebody from international wants it. Oh, I never noticed this. It says purchased after clicking on an ad. Oh, 2 people did that. I ended my ads last night. Maybe I should turn them back on. Etsy ads can be expensive. So on Etsy, which I really want to do a video on Etsy now that I've been selling on Etsy for like 6+ months, actively like really selling in 6 months, like sales every day almost. I have noticed that Etsy ads, the thing with Etsy ads is that's ads that are just on the Etsy website. So those ads, you pay when somebody clicks on them. That your budget can go so fast on that. I have a $3 budget and it's gone. Sometimes it's gone by like 10 in the morning. Like it's so quick. but I don't want to spend like there's not enough profit for me to put a huge dollar amount on my ad budget for that, for Etsy. But you do offsite ads, you don't pay unless they purchase from clicking your offsite. So they can come to your store, but if they don't buy, you don't pay anything. I like that. So I get a lot of sales from those, and not as many sales like when you put like what's your cost. I should figure that out. I should figure out how much does it cost me for my offsite ads with then the revenue I make from it, and then how much does it cost me overall for Etsy ads and my revenue from that. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll play with some math. Okay, so let me go grab, hold on. I gotta open up unsold. I think I already took these off from eBay because I was so smart this weekend. P5, P3, P2. At least they're all right here in my P's. And my P's are right on my end cap, so they're easy for me to grab. So I need to get 607. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta dance around. You guys probably get to see my pants I got on today. All right, there's this one. And P5 was one, right? P5. Oh, P2 was one. I just put these down. I'll be right back. One more thing. I think it's in P3. Oh my gosh, this one is heavy. Heavy tote. Oh. 607, where are you? $642. Nurse. Oh, I hope I didn't sell out of these. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh. I didn't want to be gone from you for so long. I don't see it. Okay. I gotta see if I still have some 607s. Yeah, you're in P3. That's what I got, P3. It was the last one in P3. I wonder if I don't have any more. Because I don't see any in here. Those all say fitness. That all says fitness. Yeah, there's definitely not one in there. All right, I got to check one more thing. I hate leaving you guys. I'm sorry I didn't post these ahead of time. I completely forgot. But where else could it be? I'm just going to quickly just glance at these other ones because I don't want to cancel in case I have it. I don't think I have it. Yeah, definitely not in there. Ah, shoot! I think I'm sold out. Oh, man. Okay, so one thing I could do is let's see if they have it. These are at Walmart. I'm gonna look and see if Walmart has it in stock. I bet you it's gonna tell me that they don't know. At your store. Man, I'm gonna have to change my pants. I gotta go to Walmart today, I think. All right, here we go. Oh, it's on clearance. Oh no, that's Messina. I'm not Potsdam. All right, well, the Happy Planner is still in stock at Walmart. No, that's a different sticker book. Shoot. All right, let me check. Messina. All right, so that one's on clearance, limited stock. Maybe I'll drive out to Messina today. Ugh, don't really want to. Because my luck, I'm going to get there and they're not going to have it. Let me check this Malone. Oh, Malone's on clearance too. They're all on clearance. I don't like clearance because that means they probably don't have them in stock. All right, and Augsburg says they have them in stock too. All right, I'm not going to ship that one today. What is my ship by date? I hope it's not today. Ship by tomorrow. All right, so I sold this, which you'll see me ship. Well, you won't see me ship because I don't go live on Tuesdays, but I'll be shipping this tomorrow with the sticker book, hopefully. What am I looking for? It is a sticker book. Let me show you. Share my screen. Share my screen. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Why is it doing that? Maybe it didn't like my singing. Why was it flashing like that? Maybe if let me just pull this away, have it by itself. Let me try this. Add to stream. Okay, now it's not shining. Wow, that was crazy, huh? All right, so here I am. This right here is what I sold. This Happy Planner sticker book. This is at Walmart. 607 pieces. So there was two different lines of Happy Planners at Walmart's. There was this line, that book with this planner. All right, pretty much every Walmart. I don't know of any that didn't get these two things. But then there was another whole line of Happy Planner, Disney Princess stuff that was only at select Walmarts. So that's what I'm looking for. Is this. There's my store, Yellow Fox Company. If anybody wants to check it out, that's what I am on Etsy. On Etsy. That's my public one. Okay, so that's what I sold at Walmart. I got to find it. That's a $109 order. Yeah, $109 I paid for those two things. So those sticker books were like $24, and this is $25. So I'm $50 into it already. So $109, and it has free shipping. It's not a huge money maker, even though you're like, wow, $109. It's not a lot when you have $50 as your cost of goods, and then you got to do shipping. So free shipping on Etsy is huge. You get better placement when you have free shipping on Etsy. They bury you deep if you do not have free shipping. So I'm going to put that one aside. I'm going to go for a ride today. I guess maybe I will get my Five Guys. So then I sold almost all my Etsy stuff is planner stuff. Ray Dunn Plan Ahead. So a lot of people will complain if you are in Etsy groups and you tell them what you're selling, they'll be like, that's not homemade. Well, it is a supply because people like myself like to get creative with their planners, and they could become art projects. So that's why I put it as a supply. Plan Ahead, Ray Dunn. This was $5.99. I sold it for $29.01. This was from an ad. Yeah, you know what, Claudia, I did start following her because you mentioned her on another show here, and I do follow Kara Button. Yeah, she only talks Etsy. I need to actually sit down and actually watch some of her videos. She has not popped up into my feed. It's probably because I don't think I've watched any of them though yet. I did start following her though. It's, oh my gosh, I have such a hard time finding enough time to watch TV, watch YouTube, listen to Clubhouse, and I started reading that book Profit First, which I'm going to be doing a show about it because I think it's going to be very, very good for my business. And I would love to know if anybody's here watching or if they watch on a replay, if they are an S Corp and what made you decide to become an S Corp. I am wondering if I should become an S Corp. Right now, I do my own taxes and I do my own accounting. I went to college for accounting and all that. But when it comes to like all that higher stuff, like, I don't know. I know the difference, but I don't know when it would be tax advantage for me to switch over. And I'm thinking it might be at this point. I think I mentioned it the other day that somebody had mentioned once your profit that you'd be paying taxes on is at 60,000, then it's worth it to switch. Well, I was reading last night and it said 40,000 when I Googled it and was reading a bunch of articles on it. It said 40,000. And last year I'm closer to the 60 that I have to pay taxes on. That's a huge chunk of money. That's after all of my expenses, all of that stuff for my business. I mean, and I write off everything that you can think of that's legally okay to write off. I write off. So I did very well last year, but this year I'm not doing as well. So I'm trying to decide, should I just wait another year and see what my sales are like at the end of the year? Or should I take the time and the money and spend it to hire somebody now to look at everything and figure that out for me? I don't know. I'm trying to decide. I mean, it's not, they're CPAs, accountants, all that. They're not cheap. But if I can pay somebody $2,000 and they can save me $5,000, then it would be worth it. But I don't know. But it means I have to get my act together in my finances. Like right now, I don't have an account that's specifically business. I know that's a no-no, but I don't. I opened one, never put everything over into it. I did just get that new credit card for purchasing stuff. So that'll be nice if I could just use that card just for business. Because right now my credit card is business and personal because we get free cruises from it. So we put everything on it, pay it off every single month, never pay interest on my credit cards. Don't get a credit card if you can't pay it off every month. So for me, it's going to mean a lot of work for me to get everything in order to be an S Corp. It's not just a matter of doing the paperwork to become an S Corp. It's literally like changing my bank accounts, changing like everything I do. I'm going to have to change so much of it, which is a good thing in the long run. But I just want to make sure it's the right decision before I jump into that realm. But I don't know. I just wish I could talk to somebody who is that, who could guide me a little bit before I spend the money just to get even a professional to say, yeah, you should do it. I'd love to know from somebody who actually did it. And it was worth it. I probably should just reach out to Scott. I don't know if I should reach out to Steve too and see if because I don't think he became one, and his sales were good last year. I don't know, to find out what his driving force is behind not becoming one. Okay, so I'm going to send off this thing, this planner, this thing. So this one, what did I say? I paid $5.99, sold it for $29.01. It's a really weird amount. Oh, that's why it has their taxes in it. So I didn't sell it for $29.01. I would never price it at $29.01. 6.2. All right. Oh, I want to show before I end my show today. Remember on Friday, I was looking up some stuff that was on an online auction locally. Well, I ended up forgetting about it until like late in the night. It starts at 6, and I think it was like 9:30, and it was still going. And I kind of popped in to see how much things were going for. And they were auctioning off stuff I could care less about, so I didn't stay around. But this morning I went back to look to see how much like those Beatles albums went for. I want to show you guys. 351. The benefits of free shipping on Etsy depend on the sector of your shop. If vintage, it doesn't matter at all. Yeah, I can probably believe that, Claudia. Yeah. Because I think when it comes to vintage, a lot of people are looking for specific things. But when it comes to non-vintage, even like handmade, I think they'll put in like what they're looking for, and they don't care if like they're not as specific. I guess is what I'm trying to say. But most of my stuff is new, and it's very competitive. I'm in a very competitive field with most of the stuff that I sell. So I feel like to have an edge, having free shipping, I think helps when you have very new stuff. I think when you're selling used stuff, it's like a mixture. So I think it's a little easier for you to be able to charge shipping and still get the sale. I don't know. have so mixed reviews on what I think of with shipping. I just know I do free shipping, and very, very rarely do I feel like I get bit in the butt because of it. But I feel like it does help me when it comes to sales. But if you're just starting off, I would not do free shipping until you learn shipping, because you can really lose money. And it would discourage you from selling. Let's see. So Kara goes live every Tuesday afternoon, 8 p.m. here. She's in Virginia, same time slot as you. Okay. Tuesday afternoon. I have to turn on my bells. I don't know if I turn on the bell notification for her. I ended up turning it on for that Amazon guy I was listening to this morning, because some of the topics he was talking about were good enough for me. Amazon Lit, L-I-T is his channel name. Let's see. So Holly says, I have a CPA do my personal taxes, and I am not that complicated. Yeah. It's worth it for a professional to do it. I don't feel like I've needed it in the past. Like, my taxes have not been that difficult, and even business-wise, they're not that difficult. Especially when you use something like, I use H&R Block Online. It literally asks you the questions and you plug in the numbers. I feel like it's very, very simple. But I do feel like knowing when to change from one to another, I think is hard. Like, so for instance, if you're a sole proprietor, which is what I am, to go from a sole proprietor to LLC, the big difference is your liability. There's really not that much difference in taxes. There's really no difference in taxes. You file the taxes the same. But going from a sole to an S corp, or even an LLC to an S corp, it's big. Like, you're creating a corporation. You own all your shares of that corporation, but you're creating a corporation. So I mean, it's a lot of paperwork. Just the way you file taxes is completely different. The way you get paid is completely different. So you're no longer just being able to go into your checking account and take money out as you please. You're getting a paycheck because you're now an employee of that company. So it's definitely different. But I've heard the tax advantages are incredible when you do that. There are very, very big tax advantages. So that's why I'm wondering, because I know my tax bill is going to be outrageous this year. I could be wrong, but I think the difference was in the state laws. What was that for? State laws of what? Of the S Corp? I don't know. It is circa 1 or 2 p.m. East Coast time. All right. I'll look that up and see. Good morning, Mom. Hope you slept good last night, since you didn't sleep good the night before. She spent the night at my house Saturday night. She didn't sleep good, she said. I'm a TurboTax person myself. Yeah, I think TurboTax, H&R Block, like whatever you use, I think they're all pretty similar, that they talk you through everything. It's not like back in the day when you would literally have a piece of paper in front of you and you would have to open up a book to read on how to fill something out. I feel like it's a lot easier because it asks you all those questions. Oh, state laws, Steve and Scott. Okay, so maybe that could be why one did it and one didn't. Because I am kind of curious of why Steve, because he had a very, very good year last year too. I think he sold about 200,000, which is what I sold last year. So think about it. I sold $200,000 last year was my sales. My profit after all my expenses and everything was 60 grand. So when somebody says, but I do retail arbitrage. So if you are doing wholesale, you can have sales of $200,000 but make 20,000, right? 10% is not unusual for your profit to actually be 10% when all said and done on wholesale. All right, so then I sold this once upon a time. I think I only picked up one of these, and I was surprised it didn't sell. I think it's because their cover is boring, right? It's boring. But inside, you get all of these accessories for a happy planner. And I was just really surprised that this took so long. But this was $25 and it sold for $59 with free shipping. But it'll go first class. My sales were $35,000. Hey, that's not bad though. $35,000? That's not bad. I think my eBay, I don't know what my eBay sales were. I'd have to look. But I mean, that's $200,000 on all my platforms, on everything I sell. I mean, that's why I diversify. There are people who only shop on Amazon. They don't go to eBay. They don't go to Poshmark and Mercari and Etsy. They only do Amazon. There are people who only shop on eBay and don't shop anywhere else. And same with Etsy and Poshmark and all these places. They don't really shop other platforms. So if you're selling things on multiple platforms, you're getting a whole bunch of different eyeballs. You're not seeing the same eyeballs aren't seeing your stuff on every platform. I did have somebody one time, I think it was on Poshmark, they said they searched me on Amazon, on eBay, and they saw that I was selling it on cheaper on eBay, and they wondered if I would match the price on Poshmark. That was their message to me. I'm like, hell yeah, because you're paying the friggin' shipping on Poshmark. I'll match that price because that price included me paying shipping, and now you're paying the shipping. So in the long run, I'm still winning. All right, let's send this one out. Where's this one going? Oh, I put it on before my scale zeroed. Hey, Mom, you're not going to Walmart today, are you? I might be in your neck of the woods. Think I got to go to Messina's Walmart to buy something. I sold, but can't find, which I'm not surprised. With this planning stuff, it is becoming hard to keep track of everything because they just both sell so much on both platforms. It is hard. Thankfully, when I oversell, it's been on Etsy, and there's really hasn't been any negative when I sell on Etsy. Like if I cancel on Etsy. 12 ounces, $4.20 for this one to go out. I still don't know why when you put in your measurements when you're listing, it doesn't show you those same measurements when you sell. I'm just keeping it. Don't make a difference for first class, so I'm not changing it. Okay. Off you go to Illinois. And I think all I have left is this, and I got to get the sticker book. So that's it. But I wanted to show you guys the, I'm going to share my screen. I probably am going to, let's see, if I make this, stop. Oh, I got to back it up a little. Okay, hold on. Now I'm going to try and, I don't know if I can share it when it's big like this. Oh, I can. Okay, so I wanted to share with you. This is the items. So I'm going to show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items that sold at this local auction house recently. This on Friday night. These are items that we looked at on Friday. If you were here on Friday, this is what sold. All right, so let's watch this one. I want to, let's see, 59 minutes. I'm going to fast forward it a little bit so you don't get bored watching the whole thing. We're just going to watch the end to see how much something went for. Let me know if you can hear this. 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45,
Emily 45, 45, 45. 41, 42. 42, 42, 42, 42, 42. 45, 50. Emily $50. 50, 50, $50, 50.
Can you hear that?
$50. 50, 50, $50, Emily $50.
So it's at $50 right now.
$50, you got 10 seconds. Emily $50. 50, 50, $50, 50.
Hey, Lisa.
$50. I have 50. 55.
This is not coming up right.
55, 55, 55. 55, 55, 55, 55. 55, 60. $60. 60. Emily 60. 60. Emily 60.
I'm just going to stop this. What do you guys think this is going to go for? It's at $60 right now. This is just a Coors Light sign. We had 2 of them, but he's selling them individually. So you're only going to buy one. It is a 10% buyer's premium here. Yep. So if you bought this on Friday, you had to pick it up between 9 and 12 on Saturday. They don't do shipping, so it's only local pickup. So it's at $60. Let's see what it goes for. Right? Now think about it. If you're a reseller like me and you guys going to these auctions, do you think there's money to be made at this auction?
60. Emily $60. 60 for the Coors Light. 65. Emily 65. 65. 65. Emily 65. Emily 65. 65. Emily 65. 75. 80. You go 80. Emily go $80. $80. Emily go 80. 80 go $80. $80. Emily go 80. 80. 80 go $80. Emily go $80. Emily go 80. Go $80. 80. Emily go $80. 10 seconds. Emily go $80. 80. 80. Emily go $80. $80. Emily go 80. Go 80. 80. Emily go $80. Emily go 80. Go $80. Emily go 80. 80. 80. 19. Emily go $80. Emily go 80. Sold to. Thank you.
Okay, so it's sold. Okay, this is what ticks me off about this. It sold for $75. This is what bothers me so much about their format. Is she says sold right here. Look at here. Somebody bid $80. They did not get it. It went to Mark. Mark up here bid. I wonder if Mark and Diane are related. They both have the same last name. One time my husband and I were bidding on something. I'm like, don't bid if you see me. It's a high bid. So Mark got it for $75. Tanya bid $80. And then Jackie said sold. That has happened a number of times when Tony and I, my husband and I, were both on here bidding. One time my husband bid, and then they kept going and going, and then they said sold. And I'm like, what? Because the thing is this Jackie, she is here in the chat. So, there's a delay on, well, at least with StreamYard. I don't know what they use. I think they just go straight on like Facebook. But there's a delay sometimes between the chat and when you're talking. Now, if you are in the chat, you are seeing it live time. There's usually not a delay if you are in the chat. So it ticks me off. I see that happen so often. And then someone like Tanya would say, hey, I bid. How come I didn't get it? And they don't ever answer questions. They don't ever do anything. So it went for $75 for that sign. All right. So then I'm going to jump to an hour and 5. Hold on. Oh, I don't know. Let's see how much this one went for. Oh, it looks like it's at 50.
85. Emily 85.
Oh, no. 85.
85. Sold to.
Oh, Linda, you buy that? That sold for $85. So this one, I wanted to show you this one.
There it is. You start me off at $50. Emily $50.
All right, so that other one went for $85. How much do we think of this rocking horse, this Radio Flyer rocking horse? Remember when we were looking them up on Friday? There was like hardly any of this style. There's the style that have like the springs and then the horse on it. So it like bounces, not more rocks, but bounces. For Radio Flyer, I think there was only one other sold on eBay for this Radio Flyer. I thought I wrote down the prices when we saw them, but I don't know what I did with it. All right. Make your guesses as we go along.
$50, $50 on the horse, somebody go $50. $50, somebody go $50. Anybody go $50. 50, $50, $50, $50 go $50. Anybody go $50. 25 absentee, 30 in-house, 35. Anybody go 35.
All right, I gotta pause again because there's something else I want to complain about. So I don't mind the absentee bids. Somebody bid $25 absentee bid. I don't mind that at all. But I don't know if you heard him or not say $30 in-house. It ticks me off that the workers are able to bid in-house. I feel like they should have to put in an absentee bid so the person not running, like the woman, Jackie, that she's the one bidding for them. Because so many times you see preferential treatment. Sometimes somebody will put in the chat $30 and then that person will have that $30 bid in way before somebody in-house bids 30, and then they say sold and they give it to the person in-house. I've never ever seen where the person in-house has ever not won when somebody online has bid way before that person did. So that's my gripe. Another gripe.
35, 35. Anybody go 35, 35. 36, 37, 37 in-house, 40 in-house. I got 40 in-house. 45. Anybody go 45. 45, I got 40 in-house, I go 45. 45, 45, I go 40. 45 absentees, 50. 50 in-house, 55. 55, 55, 55, 55. Anybody go 55? I got 50 in-house, I go 55. 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55. Anybody go 55? 55, 30 seconds, somebody go 55. 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55. Anybody go 55 with the whole? The only one we got tonight. 55, 60. Anybody go $60. 60, $60, $60, $60, $60. Anybody go $60. This is a good one. You don't have to feed it. You don't have to water it. You don't have to clean it. Anybody go 65. 65, 65, go 65. Anybody go 65, 65, 65, go 65. Anybody go $65 for lot 182. Anybody go 65. Sold to. Sold to Linda. Thank you, Linda.
All right, so that one went for 65. All right, so I'm going to jump to 118. Yeah, I see Doyle says, oh, I would not use, hi Doyle, by the way. I would not use them. All of my local auction houses are not live, but use high bid for bidding. Yeah, my husband's been bidding on high bid. All right, remember this Red Sox jacket? I think I may have fast forwarded through all they were like, you know, we were in New York. So obviously most people are your New York Yankees, New York Met fans. So they were all talking about negative bids at the beginning. Like, could I bid a negative number? All right. So this is let's see what they talk about first.
Anybody go dollar? Anybody go dollar in the coat? Anybody go dollar? Anybody go dollar in the Red Sox coat?
See, $1.
I got 5 in-house. 10. Anybody go $10? 10 or $10.
Okay, so this is a reversible jacket, which remember when we were looking at the pictures, all we had was the back. We didn't even see this front view. They only showed the back. It's a reversible jacket. You can turn it around and it's like a windbreaker on the inside. So there's no size tag. So, but you see down here, somebody told them to look for the size in the pocket. Because if you find a clothing item that is reversible, most of the time the size is still on the item. You just have to search for it. In this case, it's in the pocket. You'll see he pulls out the pocket. He looks at the tag. He never comes up with a size. Guaranteed there's a size on that tag. He just didn't look good enough.
Almost like driving a Dodge right there, right, Mark?
And what do you guys think this is going to go for?
Everybody go $10. Everybody go $10. 10, man. We'll do 10. Everybody go $10. 10 or $10. See?
We'll do the pocket. We'll tell you what size it is.
All right.
I got 7.
7. 10.
I got 8. I got 10.
There's 4 pockets, so. All right. I don't see nothing there. Oh, there it is. Oh, what do we got here?
11.
It is.
50.
It is.
25.
What's that say right there?
There we go.
Size large?
Yeah.
Or 10? No.
Robbie's saying you're not being very nice tonight.
Wait, she gets back. I don't know what size it is. There's something in the pocket there. What do I got? What do I got?
You got 30.
35. Yeah, I'm gonna go 35. I'm gonna go 35. 35, 35, 35, 35. Yeah, I'm gonna go 35. 35, 35, 35, 35. Yeah, I'm gonna go 35. 35, 35, 35, 40. Yeah, I'm gonna go $40. 40, $40, $40. $40, I'm gonna go 40. 40, $40, I'm gonna go 40, $40. Yeah, I'm gonna go 40, 40, 36, 38. Yeah, I'm gonna go 38. 38, no 38. Yeah, I'm gonna go 38. And go 38, 38, go 38.
37.
37, 38. Then we go 38. 38, go 38.
Say it's next to buy some glasses.
38. Why
And
they-
Aaron, he would like to try it on.
No. Then we go 38. 38, 38, go 38. Yeah, we go 38, 38, go 38, go 38, 38, go 38. Yeah, we go 38. Lot 27. Yeah, I'm gonna go $38. I'm gonna go 38. Sold to
Sold for Desiree.
Desiree. Thank you.
All right. Did you hear that? Sold to Desiree, but look at Gloria bid $38. You know, like it's close to the same time, but it's enough time where she should have seen that Gloria bid $38. It went to Desiree at 37. So poor Gloria missed out. You know what? If you look, I don't know if Gloria was bidding up above. No. Oh yeah, Gloria bid right here. Yeah, they're just so tricky. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. All right, 129. I got two more to show you guys. So I wasn't going to show you this one, but as I was clicking to find where they did the Beatles albums, I came across this. I saw the chat and I was like, oh, I got to show this. I don't know if I would have bid on these. Let's see, 129. All right, so these are the oars.
43, 43. Yeah, I'm gonna go 43. $43. I'm gonna go 43. 55. Yeah, I'm gonna go 55. 55, 55, 55, 55. Yeah, I'm gonna go 55. 55, 55, 55, 55. 55, 55, 55. Yeah, I'm gonna go 55.
51.
55. 5 by 5. 50 by 5. I'm gonna go 55. 55, 55, 55. Here we go 55. 55, 55, 55, 55. Here we go 55. 55, 55, 55, 55. Remember, going by 5, you got 50. Here we go 55. 55, 55. Here we go 55. 55, 55, 55, 50. 55, 60, $60. Here we go $60. 60. Here we go $60. Here we go $60. 60, $60, $60, $60, $60. Here we go $60. 10 seconds. I'm gonna go $60. 60, 60. Here we go $60. I'm gonna go 60 for $1. We go $60. Here we go $60. 65, 65, 65, 65, 65. Here we go 65. 65, 65, 65.
Look at it, it's a broken.
Here we go 65. 65, 65, 65, 65. Here we go 65. 65, 65. Here we go 60. 65, 70. Here we go $70. 70, I'm going to go 70. Here we go $70. 70. Here we go $70. We got 10 seconds. I'm going to go $70. 70, $70. Here we go $70. 70. Here we go $70. Lot 30. Here we go $70. Lot number 30. Here we go $70. Sold to
Sold to Kelly.
rescue. All right, we got a wooden ladder. Make decorations out of these. I don't know if I'd want to climb it, but I guess if I was need to get something, I would probably climb it. I'll try to climb it. And then we got some clothes bars. They are a little wobbly, but I'm sure they do work. Where do you want to start? How about $20? Yeah, they're only $20. Anybody else $20?
Sorry about that. I had to bring my husband the mail. All right. So you saw that one, right? What to go for? $65. I'm guessing. Sorry, I stepped away. For those paddles, and they were broken. I would have never had thought. Okay, let's go to Beatles. That is next. Not to sync. Oh, here we go. Whoops. I had you. All right, here are the Beatles albums.
$100. 40, 50. Anybody owe $50? 50 for the Beatles. Somebody owe 50. 50, 60. Anybody owe 60? You go 60. We'll $60 for the Beatles. Anybody owe $60? 75. 80. Anybody owe $80? 80 in house. 85. 85. Owe 85. 85. Bring it right back to your younger days. I got 100. 110. 110. 110. 110 for the Beatles. Somebody owe 110. 110. 110. 110. Anybody owe 110. 110. Anybody owe 110. 110, 110, 110. Anybody owe 110. 110. 110, 110 for the Beatles. Somebody owe 110. 110. 110 we need. 1 by 10. 110 in house. 120. Anybody owe 120. 120 or 120.
Look at that. 110 in house, but there's two 110s on the board.
120. I got 110 in house, looking for 120. Anybody owe 120. 120 or 120. I got 110 in house, looking for 120. Anybody owe 120. 120, 120 or 120. Anybody owe 120. You got 10 seconds. Somebody owe 120. 120 or 120, 120 or 120. I got 110 in house, looking for 120, 130. Anybody owe 130. 130, 130 or 130. 130 or 130, 130 or 130. Anybody owe 130. 130 in house, 140. I got 130 in house, 140. 140 or 140. Anybody owe 140. 140 or 140, 140, 140. Anybody owe 140. 140 or 140, 140 or 140. I got 10 seconds. Anybody owe 140. I got 130 in house, somebody owe 140. 140 or 150, 160. 160 or 160. Anybody owe 160. 160. Anybody owe 160. 160 in house, 170. Anybody owe 170. Anybody owe 170, 170 or 170. Anybody owe 170. You owe 170, 170 or 170. Anybody owe 170. Got 160 in house, anybody owe 170. 10 seconds, anybody owe 170. 175, 185. 185, don't give up now. Anybody owe 185. 185, 185, 185, just bring it right back to the old childhood. Anybody owe 185. And 185, 185, and 185. Anybody owe 185. 185, 185, 185, 185, 185. Be careful of me. Anybody owe 185. 185, 185, 10 seconds. 185. 185 in house, 195. 195, 195, 195. Anybody owe 195. 195, 195, 195, 195 for the Beatles. Somebody owe 195. I've never seen a collection like this. Anybody go 195. 195 and 195, 195 and 195. Yeah, 195, 195. 200, 210. Anybody go 210. Anybody go 210. 210, 210, 210, 210. Anybody go 210. 210 for the records. Anybody go 210. 210, 210, 210, 210. Anybody go 210. Anybody go 210. 210, 210, 210, 210. Yeah, 10 seconds. Somebody go 210. 210 in house. 220. Anybody go 220. 220, go 220. Anybody go 220. 220, go 220. Anybody go 220. 220, go 220. 220, go 220. Anybody go 220. 220, go 220. Got 210 in house. Anybody go 220. 220, 220, 220, 220. 10 seconds. Somebody go 220. 230. 240. Here we go 240. You told me that before. Here we go 240. Here we go 240. 240. Here we go 240. Here we go 240. 240. 240. 240. 240. 240. Here we go 240. We got 230. 240. Here we go 240. 240. 240. 240. 240. 10 seconds. Here we go 240. 240, 240, here we go 240, 240, 240, 240, here we go 240 for lot 42. 240, here we go 240. Sold to.
There you go. That went for $230. That lot of 10 albums. There must have been something in there that was a gold mine. We looked them up, and remember there was that one album? I could not find anything on that one album. That Lonely Hearts Club Band, Sgt. Pepper's. That album cover was completely different than everything else that we could find on eBay. Could not find anything on that one. So, did you guys like that? Did you like seeing, if you were here on Friday, did you like to see what it actually went for? And I'll tell you, that's why I have really not really been going to their auctions lately online. Even though it's online, it's in the evening, and I'd rather watch TV than sit and watch their auctions because the prices have been getting so crazy. Like, that may have been a good price, but like Doyle said, yeah, it has to be a collector buying them. That seems high for reselling. Yeah, their prices have gotten so high that there's no room for reselling. I mean, even those radio flyers, right? I mean, they were going, I don't remember how much they went for, but they were quite a bit. That Coors Light sign at $80. Like, by the time you ship it and stuff, there's no room in there. So yeah, I'm not even really fully paying attention to them as much anymore. I'll sit there and just kind of go through some things, but it seems like the like collectible items, like sometimes they'll sell some milk glass items, or for a long time, for like multiple weeks in a row, they were selling those roosters, those candy dish roosters, but they had all different designs and colors, and they were really, really nice ones. But in the picture, they would show them as a lot, but then they would do your choice. So people would bid, and then they would be like, okay, which one do you want? And it's kind of, sometimes after the first person would bid and get their choice, they would then bid again for whoever wants the next choice. And they would keep doing that. There are times those second, third, fourth bids were going higher than the first bid. And I'm like, what, you boneheads, why didn't you bid that first time to be able to grab whatever you wanted? So it's just crazy. And I don't understand. Like, it's got to not be resellers that are buying from this place. If they are, I'd like to know where they're reselling, because I want to in on that deal, because they're obviously getting higher prices somewhere else. I don't know. But yeah, it's just crazy. So that is pretty much it for my show today. I am going to play with my GoPro here for a minute. So if you don't want to see me be playing around with my GoPro, then, feel free to leave. But thanks so much for coming and hanging out with me, watching me pack my orders. I need to run to Walmart to get that one item that I oversold. But I got my GoPro, and I want to see, how do I get this I want to use it as my web camera, because I know that I've seen other people do it. I don't know if anybody knows how to. That would be even more amazing. Save me some time. So I have it plugged in by USB, and I don't know if there's, let me hear a mode. So I went and I changed my camera settings. Well, let me stop sharing this, even though you can't see it. Still on my screen is sharing. And it didn't. Oh, hey Lisa. Thanks for stopping in, even if you were late. But I'm hoping I can get you guys like a clearer video I'm looking for when I show things, because this doesn't want to ever zoom in when I show stuff. Like, let's try my phone, because I did put, my husband still hasn't put my thing up. Let me just try this eBay. Let me pretend I'm showing you this. because it wasn't zooming in right. So if I do this, see how if I get closer, it doesn't zoom in? Where a lot of times if people keep their phone here for a while, it'll finally zoom in. I mean, mine's got to be like way back here for it to be clear. And you can't even read it at that point. So I'm hoping, all right, if I hit this, what's that do? Oh, what am I doing? Am I recording right now? I might be. Or did I just turn it off? All right, that says mode. Okay, 8 black. Okay, it shows that it's connected. Blurry. I know it's blurry all the time. Okay, USB connected. I'm going to go over to my camera. If I change cameras, okay, that is my laptop camera. That's widescreen. That shows you all my mess. This is this camera, which is my Logitech. That one shows my freckles too much. I don't want to use that one. Oh, what's this high def? All right, Logitech, USB, and then OBS. Okay, so I do not see this camera. I'll go back to my usual one. So this camera is not showing up, which I don't know why. Okay. Now I have it plugged into let me try. Okay, I can't unplug that. Since I'm done shipping, I can unplug my dymos. Let's unplug that. And let's plug this in over here. I don't know if I have to plug it directly into a USB because right now I have one of those like USB multi-port thingies that I was trying. Let's see. Sometimes that might make a difference. Pew, pew, pew. Okay. Ooh, this screen is dirty. Fingerprinty. Now, I don't even know if I have a card in here. Do I have a card? I don't, but do I need a card? Wait a minute. Maybe I do have a card in here. I can't tell. I can't tell if I have a card. I don't think I need a card, though, right? If it's going right to the computer. Maybe I need to put it into YouTube. All right, YouTube. Do your thing. Do what you're good at. That's providing information. And sometimes entertainment. Oh, I see the trial restarted. I got to look at that today too. All right, so using a GoPro 8 as a webcam. I think I'm an 8. Yes. 8. Use your GoPro 8 as a webcam. I don't know what the rules are of me showing this video while I'm on video.
There's a lot of people working at home and having to conduct meetings, whether it be through
I'm going to turn it down.
Teams, Zoom, or WebEx. A lot of times you're
I'm turning it down so you guys don't really hear them. So sorry you have to, for anyone's hanging around.
Now, if you wanted to have a little bit better picture quality and didn't want to use your onboard camera, you can now use something like the GoPro Hero 8, and you don't have to have another third-party accessory.
Just get to the
for the Hero 8
thing.
that
Show
allows
me.
you to use your Hero 8 as a webcam, and all you're going to need is a cable that goes from here to your computer. Download some software.
Says I need a cable.
Onto your computer, as well as the updated firmware on the Hero 8 Black.
Oh,
so this video, I want to quickly go
I have to download software
to get my Hero 8 Black up and running as a webcam on my computer.
Commercials. Come on. I can't skip it yet. All right, so I need to download software. I think I have GoPro software on here. Let me double check. I don't know what it would be under. I'm assuming GoPro, but I don't see it.
And also, it's currently only for the Mac OS system. It's currently being developed for the Windows platform. So if you already
it may not work with Windows. Okay. I'm going to stop his video and I'm going to filter by date to see if anything came out. Upload date. Sort by upload date, because his video was from last summer and it said it's only good for Macs. Okay. As a webcam, using the GoPro webcam utility in 2021. Install the software. Okay, let's see. Let's see what you say. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Hey, everyone.
Hero 9.
Quickly
I wonder if I can do it for the Hero 8.
realize I can do with my Hero 9. So with the Hero 8s, if you wanted to connect your GoPro to your computer to do any type of live streaming, or if you wanted to use it as a webcam or anything, you would have to use something like this, like a cam link that has.
Oh, I would have to get a thing called a cam link. Shoot. I'm just going to buy a web camera. So now I need to do some research later today on the best web camera. And I need to buy a new microphone, because this microphone, when I re-listen to myself, I still sound like not good. So I need to get a better microphone than this microphone. This was an inexpensive microphone, which was better than my laptop, but not as good as what I hear on other channels. So I need to get a better a better microphone and a better web camera. That's what I'm using my casino winnings on. The GoPro doesn't sound like it's going to be able to be used for this without me getting other stuff. And if I have to buy something else, I might as well just buy what I need, right? Okay, that way if my husband ever wants the GoPro for something, I don't have to worry about, oh, wait a minute, I'm using it for YouTube. I do want to find out how I can wear my GoPro. Let me take it off from its little holder thing here. I want to figure out how can I use this GoPro and go into stores or go into other places where it's not so obvious. So I wore it last year when I went garage sailing. I have a video out there where I went to like neighborhood garage sales. It was a whole town-wide one. And I wore him the GoPro. I wore it on that chest thing that goes around you and it goes up over you. And it was like right here the whole time. And it was so obvious what I was doing. I didn't like it. I don't mind if they see it, but I don't want it screaming I'm videotaping. So I'm thinking about getting a backpack, and I think there's clips. I got to recharge that battery. How do I turn you off? Hold on. I'm trying to remember how to turn it off. It's not going off. Why are you recording? I don't want you to record. I want you to just go off. Isn't that how I turn you off? Over here is the mode. It says power, though. No, it's camera. See, I thought maybe that's what I changed it. If I changed that to video. Oh, yeah, powering off. I don't use this enough. We just use it for when we go on the Jeep. I put it in the front of the Jeep and it records when we go off-roading. But I want to get something where I can like put it like right here on a backpack or something. That way I can wear it when I go into stores, or I tried to do it on my purse because I wear a crossbody purse, but it was like moving like this all the time. So it didn't look very good. So I didn't like it. And it was twisting. So it was hard to keep it so it was focusing on what I needed it to focus on. I don't know. I'm sure that, other people do it. It's mostly gentlemen. I don't see very many women who videotape on a GoPro when they're going to garage sales. It's mostly the men I see on YouTube. So it's just different when you have a chest versus a chest, right? It just is different. I don't know. I would like to figure it out because I would like to bring you guys along with me when I go garage sailing and stuff like that when those start happening. Hopefully in the next couple weeks, we'll start seeing some garage sales. And I don't know. I just think it would be nice for the channel to kind of have that additional stuff. Some people like that. Some people don't, but you just don't like it. If you don't like it, you don't watch it, right? But if it's something you like, then you watch it. All right. Well, then that's a wrap for today. I'm not going to use the GoPro unless I got that thing, and I think I'm just going to spend money and buy a new web camera, a new microphone, and I might even buy a mug press. Hey, have you guys seen the Cricut? If you're a Cricut crafter, they have a mug press now that you can put into this mug press, and it does like an infusible ink. So it makes, I don't have a coffee mug here, but it infuses the image onto the mug. So it's not like a vinyl on it that after a while, like if you put it in the dishwasher, it's going to come off, or it's going to come off if you, after a while, even hand washing it, it infuses it right into the mug. So it's like printed into the mug. So that's pretty cool. So I'm thinking about maybe buying one of them and maybe making mugs. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Sometimes I'm like, I have these ideas. I want to do it. And then I think, do you have time to do that, Tamara? Do you have time to design mugs and do all that stuff? But I thought it'd be pretty cool, even in the YouTube world, I could see if anybody wants a mug with their channel name on it. So when they're on there, they'd have their channel name mug on it, and it would be pretty affordable. I wouldn't charge an enormous amount of money. It would be really affordable. Barbara showed that it looks cool. Yeah, I think I was watching some videos on it last night and it looks really cool. I would probably end up having to buy a printer too, because there's two different ways you can do it. You can do it where it's, you print what they call infusible ink. It's like sheets of paper. So you're, stuck to that one design of that paper, and you could put that on it and it infuses it on. Or you can get a printer like the Epson Echo Tank, but you can't use it for normal printing. You don't put normal ink in it. You put sublimation, something like that. I'm not saying it right, but you put that special type of ink in it. And once you use that printer with that type of ink, that's it. That is that printer. You cannot switch it back to another type of like normal printing. So that's a huge expense to buy a printer just for that. So I would need to make sure that it's something I would really want to do as a business. I would need to do it as a business, not just making mugs here and there for people. And next thing you know, you've spent $1,000 to make a couple mugs for somebody. That's too expensive. So, yeah, so I'm kind of thinking about whether or not I want to get something like that and make these mugs. I'd like to see some of the mugs in person to see what they look like. And you're limited on like the size of the mug and all that kind of stuff. So you can't do, I don't know, like you can't do a 20-ounce mug. You can only do, I think, up to 16 ounces, 10 to 16 ounces, I think. And there you have to buy a specific type of mug. So you can't go just to the Dollar Tree and buy one of their plain white mugs and use that. It has to be a specific type of mug that takes that infusible stuff on it. I don't know. So that's what I'm thinking about today. And my husband just went to the doctor's. His back has been killing him. I'm assuming he made a chiropractor appointment. He won't get on my inversion table, which is right over here, right behind that mannequin. I told him, get on it, because boy, when my back hurts, I get on that. What a world of difference. What a world of difference. And it's free. Get on my table. It's free. Chiropractor, not free. All right, guys. Yeah, it would be great for bundles. It would be, but man, I would not want to be sitting there making a bunch for bundles for like Amazon. That would be insane. But it could be if I wanted to stand out on Etsy or something like that, because I'm sure there's probably a lot of mugs on there right now. Let me put on Etsy. Let me see. Etsy. You're so fun. Gosh, my stomach is growling. It's saying, feed me that Five Guys burger. Custom, or should I say personalized? What do you think most people put in? Custom mug or personalized mug? Oh, and this said, come on up. You can sit on that table. Personalized mug. Let's see. And then I'll put in custom mug. I wonder what word people use. There are 255,000 results on Etsy. Now, there are mugs on here. I'm going to share my screen for a minute. Here I was saying goodbye, and no, I'm going to sit here and talk to you guys. So there's 255,000 on here. But see, like this mug, I could not do this mug because it has to be this type of mug or this type of mug. Like how it's straight, it has to be straight. Now you can do like you can do clear glass as long as it's that special type. You can do clear glass. But see, like this, like if I was to do this with flowers, I would need to get that special printer to do that. If I was to do like just your custom text, that I can just do with that other type of paper like this. And even that, like anything that's single color, unless it is like just words. Like, I don't know how that would be with the color in the background and then the words. I don't know. But I mean, how cute is that? Having a little Bentley mug with your dog on it. All right, so let's look up. I put in personalized. Let's put in custom. So that was 255,000. Let's see if Etsy's smart. No, only 200,000 putting in custom. So I'd want to make sure I had custom and personalized like this person. I'd want to put that in both of them. Some of the same ones popped up. But see, look at that, free shipping. So you don't have to have free shipping to be in the top of the results, but you have to offer free shipping if they spend $35. So if they spend less than $35, you can charge shipping. Look at that mug, only $7.95. Let me just see how much they charge for shipping. This is what I sit here and do. All right, so $7.95. But sometimes, just like on eBay, when you select options, the price goes up. Doesn't seem like that's probably not. Yeah, so this isn't going to change the price. So still $7.95 for a full mug wrap. That's a great price. And only $5.66 to ship. That is not a bad price at all. It's a very, very good price. And it arrives in a decent amount of time. So it's not coming from China. Oh, so here you'd have to spend $150 to get free shipping. So that's interesting that they are on the top of the list of items. And it's not an ad. That is interesting. I think I'm going to do a whole nother separate video on this so that way I can tag it Etsy and we can look at this type of stuff to see what gets you in this top search results of Etsy. I'll play around with that and play around with an eBay type of thing too. So I can do that. Okay. Yeah, so I might get that mug thing. I don't know. I might watch some more videos on that today and maybe pull the trigger. We'll see. And then later this week, I think my mom and I are going to go on another shopping trip to do some more arts and crafts shopping because there's some stuff that I need. And then we have nothing around here to buy. I'd have to order online. So I'd rather take a day trip and go somewhere. So maybe Wednesday or Thursday I'll be doing that. Oh, probably not Wednesday since I go live. So probably Thursday I'll be doing that. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much. I will see you on Wednesday unless you see me on another video I put out, a standalone, not a live. All right. See you guys later. Have a great week. And I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you guys are busy packing orders. Not as much. I didn't have as many today as I would have liked, but hey, one order is better than no orders. So get out there and get going, get your work done, and don't forget to take some time